Hi guys, happy Monday. It's late outside, it's nighttime, and oops, I'm just filming, sorry about it. This little guy I just got, and he's a little pillow, and he's a fox, and one of my favorite things of the month, because it's time for my monthly favorites slash obsessions slash things that you should know about in the world. Ah! So, yes, my monthly favorites. It's on the last Monday of every single month, where I tell you what I think is the best things in the month. And this is one of them. Ooh. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is books. I always kind of start out with books because I think, I'm always reading something new. And I got this book this month. It just came out, and it's called A Work in Progress by Connor Franta. And it's a memoir that he spent a year writing it, and it just got released on April 21st. I got it on April 21st, and I just finished reading it. So I got it on Tuesday, and I finished on Sunday, so that's how fast I read this book. I loved it. He gave such good advice. If you don't know who Connor Franta is, he is a YouTuber. I talked about him before. He's one of my favorites. He's on my favorites list if you want to find him. And he has a huge YouTube channel, and he wrote this memoir. He's 22 years old, and I just loved this book. Like, loved it. I watch all his videos, and so I know a lot about him, and this book just, takes it another step further. And you just I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself in this book. I think that we have a lot in common because we are the same age. Well, I'm 23 now, but he'll be 23. We were born in the same year. We grew up in the same kind of decade, and we grew up with the same things, the same dislikes and likes and things like that. And I can relate a lot to the things that he went through, and I can take a lot of the advice that he is giving because it's like he's talking to a friend, and that's what I love about this book. So if you don't know who Connor Franta is, you can learn a lot about him by reading his book. You can check out his YouTube channel. But I think even if you don't know who he is, this book is still really, really good. So it has got to be in my favorites this month. So go check that out. My next favorite is something that I bought recently, and it's this little candle holder. It's a meditating Buddha man, and I love this. I got it because it makes me think of peace. It makes me think of just staying grounded. Also, I tend to be kind of up in the air, kind of like, woo, yeah, kind of a thing, and I need to be pulled back to earth. And this guy just reminds me to stay connected, and he keeps me doing my yoga, that's for sure, because I always, I look at him in the morning, and I'm like, I have to do yoga. And so that's a good thing. It's my little daily reminder, and I love it. I can't put a candle in it because I'm not allowed to have candles because I could burn down this house. So, oh well, I still like him. But he is a candle holder. And so that's my one of my favorites. And my last favorite of this month is a person, and that is Bruce Jenner. Now, let me tell you, I watched the Diane Sawyer the interview with Bruce Jenner, or the Bruce Jenner the interview as they called it, and it was interesting. I enjoyed it. I think that it's huge news. It's kind of blown up, and it's really interesting. I think that it's really good for the transgendered community because they have another person that can represent them, and I really hope that he represents them in a good way. I think that his emotions and feelings, and everything that he's saying is truthful, you know? I don't think he's doing it for kind of a mischievous reason, you know? I don't think that at all. I hope he isn't, because there was a question in the interview, and it's on everybody's mind. Are you doing this for publicity? And he kind of was like, oh no, how could you think that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, it's kind of a big thing. It's like, you know, you have this community who needs to be represented, and in really a good way, and then you have him who can do that because he, you know, he has a lot of, you know, potential there. But when you think of like the family and and how they kind of do things, they do get a lot of publicity, and they get money off of that publicity, and they're, you know, he'll be getting a documentary series and all this stuff through E, and I don't think that he's doing it for the money or for the publicity. I just hope that he represents the transgendered community well, because they need people to do that, because we have this kind of thing where we're dealing with a lot of equality issues, whether it's gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered issues. We have that. That's like in the moment, like right now, that is in our time, and we're going to the Supreme Court. We're doing these things to make everything equal, and I just think that the transgender community doesn't have as many representatives as the gay and lesbian community do. And there's always somebody that has to stand up for what they believe in. You know, Ellen DeGeneres did it a long time ago. You know, maybe Bruce Jenner will be that person. You know, you have Laverne Cox, who is amazing and who represents the community really well. But, you know, having more of the people come out and show their support like that is important. And, you know, we have a lot of suicide in the transgender community. We have a lot of people that don't understand, and they don't kind of care, and they don't want to know about that side, and so they kind of get left out of talks and things like that. And I think that this period in time is really important, because it is bringing to light a lot of things. In recent years, it has brought a lot of light out, and hopefully will bring a lot of good. So he is one of my favorite people this month, and we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. But I do applaud Bruce Jenner for finally being able to be himself, or be herself, after all of these years. I think that it's super important to be able to do that. And that is all I have to say for this video. Those are my favorites of the month. If you like this video, give me a huge big thumbs up, and like it, comment any of your opinions. If you would like to ask a question, you certainly can in the comments below, because why not? I would love to have a question or two, and I will respond to them all. And Lila, okay, that's it. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. I'm talking to you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay, I will see you later. Bye.